Hello everyone, this is Arvind from Dojima Network. Today in this video, I'll walk you through the major components of our processing infrastructure and let's set up these components locally and try to connect them with each other. So let's get started. So Dojima is a cross-chain hub that is trying to connect majority of L1 and L2s out there. So to make this possible, we have few components at place, and first one of them is Ragno Network. So Ragno is a data layer of our cross-chain infrastructure. Anyone, like majorly validators, can query data of multiple blockchains from this Ragno network. So there are these guys known as operators who will be hosting nodes of different blockchains. So once we have sufficient nodes running in a Ragno network, our Dojima validators can query the data of multiple blockchains and start processing cross-chain transactions. So Crawler and Hermes are collectively known as our Dojima validator. So Crawler is the one who will be fetching data of multiple blockchains, and it will be filtering out our Dojima cross-chain transactions, and it will be sending those transactions for further processing. So let's take this in detail. Let's look at this in detail. So operator will be hosting a server known as operator gateway server. So majorly this is a security component involved, like it restricts anyone querying the blockchain data from operator. Only allowed users will be given permission to query the data of different blockchains. So crawler will be fetching data from this operator gateway servers. So operator gateway servers will be connected with the nodes directly. So once crawler starts fetching the data from all different blockchains, so it will be filtering out the Dojima transactions and it will be sending for further processing. So we term this as TX in. So mostly TX in means like inbound transactions, TX out means like outbound transactions. So inbound transactions are the ones like for example, if someone wants to do a swap from Ethereum to Solana, so we'll be getting an inbound transaction saying that so and so user is trying to do a swap from Ethereum to Solana. It is an inbound transaction, and the output, so the swap transactions, so like the currency will be converted from Ethereum to Solana, right? So the transfer of Sol is known as outbound transaction. So this is a high level view of the transaction flowing in our system. So one more major thing is working of this Ragno network. So like validators can query data in two different forms. So first one is like we have written wrappers for all different blockchains, and they can be like they can use the gRPC connection and fetch the data from this operator gateway. So wrappers are available for all different blockchains. Or else, so if you want to use chain clients directly, so for example like if you want to use like Ethereum Golang client or else directly, or Solana Golang client directly, so you can also do that. Like we have exposed the proxy server for operator gateway, so you can just try to connect with that server, and this is responsible for routing the request to selected node, and it will be returning the data to crawler. How are these connections managed? So it's not like any crawler can request data from any operator gateway server. So for this, we have an algorithm known as Hermes pairing list. So Hermes is the one like the validators. Like Hermes is like Hermes network is a Dojima network validator set. So this will be deciding on which crawler should get data from which operator. So this thing known as Hermes pairing list. So for every 200 blocks or 1000 blocks, Hermes will be releasing a pairing list. So what is does is like for example, if there are like 4 operators and each operator is running different nodes, and there are crawlers, and mostly crawlers will be filtering all the transactions of blockchains we support. Like I have considered like majorly 4 chains here: Solana, Ethereum, Dot, and BTC. So it's not mandatory for operator to run all nodes at a time. So if he's only interested in running Solana and BTC, yeah, he can surely do that. So based on this, a mapping will be created, which is known as pairing list. So this pairing list dictates crawler that like so C1 for C1, if it want to get Solana data, it should go to operator 1, and in case if operator 1 is not available, it should go to operator 2. So this is how the permissions are given. So yeah, now it's demo time. Let's try to set up these 3 components: crawler, Hermes, and operator gateway server. So for now in this example, I'm only running Solana node. So let's test with Solana itself. This is the config file which is responsible for serving blocks of different blockchains. So like operator gateway will be running Nginx as its reverse proxy. So if you see, we are exposing like 3 different servers for 3 different blockchains. The first one is Solana blockchain, second one is Ethereum, and third one is Polkadot. So localhost 9002 is the proxy of Solana node. So let's try to get the data from it. So if you see, so because the as operator gateway server is not being run, so we are getting internal server error. So let's try to run each and every component in order. So first we are running Hermes node. Let's start the node. So for convenience, I'm starting the node in debug mode because it will be easy to debug the issues if there are any. Okay, the Hermes node got started. So let's see whether the pairing list has been created or not. So if you see, there is no pairing list available. So once we start crawler, so like if there is no pairing list available, so crawler will be the one who will be pushing pairing list onto the Hermes. So each and every crawler will be randomly computing the pairing list algorithm, and it will be submitting like for every 200 blocks, each and every crawler will be submitting the solution of this pairing list on the Hermes node, and Hermes randomly decides like which is the finalized pairing list that every crawler should use. So now as crawler didn't get started, we don't have any pairing list. So before running crawler, let's set up this operator gateway server. It started. Now let's try to register the Solana client. Okay, I guess it's got registered. Yeah, there is no error, like it got registered. So now let's run the crawler. So just purging the previous data in the crawler. As the new session got started, we need to delete the previous data. So let's reload the environment variables. Some starting crawler also in our debug mode. So as I said, it will be easy to fix the issues if we face it or expected. Okay, yeah. So uh, for crawler to make a pairing list, so it should have some operators. So if you see logically, so crawler is the one which will be fetching the data from operators. So before starting itself, so it will be trying to fetch the operator list from Hermes. So as we haven't registered any operators, so it's not able to create a pairing list and push its solution. So let's try to create an operator. So this transaction creates an operator successfully. Okay, and after that, let's register the Solana chain. Okay, register the Solana chain, and we also need to register an endpoint for the created chain. Okay, I guess chain ID is wrong. As it's a local demo, I'm just using dummy chain IDs. So yeah, so endpoint has been created. So and we also need to register caller. So what this transaction saying is like so crawler will be registering an IP address from which it will be requesting operators blockchain data. So operators will only accept data from this IP addresses. So yeah, this transaction is successful. Okay, as we are testing out locally, I have just given localhost. So now we have successfully registered a chain and created an endpoint for the chain, and after that we have given crawler permission to request data from operators. So yeah, so now let's run crawler. So yeah, so as you see, crawler is able to successfully get Solana blocks and transactions from operator gateway. And also let's try locally. So at the time we were facing an issue because the endpoints were not registered and operator was not registered on Hermes. So let's try now. So yeah, we're able to successfully get the data. So this is how operator gateway crawler will be working together to get data in a secure and efficient way. So thank you